The success of the broadcast depends on you, Crypto. You must protect those towering transmission towers! Each tower has a transmitter at its base. If the army want to stop the broadcast, they'll have to take out those transmitters first.
Regiments 2 and 4, form up the main junction. 1 and 3, take the flank. Attack waves, target the infrastructure. I want those comm towers out of commission. Support waves, your task is simple. Destroy the communist insurgents holding the television station. No beet-eating, vodka-swilling, Trotskyite son of a bitch is gonna hijack this great nation's God-given airways. Not on my watch. Charge!
Incoming from the north!
SMCBS. With the south from sea to shining sea. This is Bert Weather coming to you live from a secure SMCBS studio at an location in America's sunshine capital, Santa Modesta, with a special news bulletin. For years, America has been a beacon of hope to the world, but today comes disturbing proof. Our very way of life is under attack. Our great nation devoured from within by a malignant tumor of corruption. Yes, you heard it here first. The very powerful power in the United States of America is...
Our one is under fire!
The insidious nature of this cancer. Right now, what is our sponsor?
Our one is under fire! Let him have it, Crypto!
Police flout civil liberties. Arrest innocent people without cause. Even crazily engaged.
Let him have it, Crypto!
I have here a secret affidavit signed by the chief of the Santa Modesta Police Department, attesting not only to the existence of these abuses, but to their orchestration.
Tower 1 is half destroyed! I told you to defend them!
More to come after these commercial messages.
Tower 2 is under fire! Come on, Crypto! Do that voodoo that you do so well! Tower 1 is being attacked! Your moment has arrived, Crypto!
Get out of the way or I'll shoot through you! You're blocking my shot!
Tower 1 is almost destroyed! And to think I counted on you!
Entire Korean village! Tanks! Roll in the tanks! Show them some American steel!
federal agency behind the new terror on our streets. The terror of cops gone bad. But if policy is corrupt, what are the government responsible? SMCBS has acquired extensive documentary footage. Shadowy federal agents in reasonably priced black suits in Rockwell, Santa Modesto, even Capital City. Shown here abducting innocent citizens in unmarked black sedans. No arrest records exist. Yet to date, over 1,100 people have disappeared. Their families kept in the dark. And still, the U.S. government remains silent. Refuses to acknowledge these abductions ever took place. Why has our government deserted us? Stay tuned. Of national security from a communist threat or a conspiracy of silent abductions, one thing is certain. President Hoffman must answer. But will he? Even as I speak, our mighty military strives to stop this broadcast, only to the brave efforts of our SMCBS. Still, have they been held on this long? The truth is telling, and because it's finally out, the president, for the first time in our history, has marshaled American armed forces against the American people. We are no longer safe. Or are we? The shocking final answer next.
Move over! Get out of the way or I'll shoot through you! Get out of the way or... Let's do this.
A federal agency behind the new terror on our streets. The terror of cops gone bad. But if policy is corrupt, what are the government responsible? SMCBS has acquired extensive documentary footage. Shadowy federal agents in reasonably priced black suits in Rockwell, Santa Modesto, even Capital City. Shown here abducting innocent citizens in unmarked black sedans. No arrest records exist. Yet to date, over 1,100 people have disappeared. Their families kept in the dark. And still, the U.S. government remains silent. Refuses to acknowledge these abductions ever took place. Why has our government deserted us? Stay tuned. My fellow citizens, we must face the terrible truth. The powers that be in this nation no longer lead us, but oppress us. Under guise of national security from a communist threat or a conspiracy of silent abductions, one thing is certain. President Hoffman must answer. But will he? Even as I speak, our mighty military strives to stop this broadcast. Only to the brave efforts of our SMCBS. Still, and because it's finally out, the president, for the first time in our history, has marshaled American armed forces against the American people. We are no longer safe. Or are we? The
Tower 2 is under fire!
Next.
Get out of the way or I'll shoot through you! Drop your weapon!
A federal agency behind the new terror on our streets. The terror of cops gone bad. But if policy is corrupt, what are the government responsible? SMCBS has acquired extensive documentary footage. Shadowy federal agents in reasonably priced black suits in Rockwell, Santa Modesto, even Capital City. Shown here abducting innocent citizens in unmarked black sedans. No arrest records exist. Yet to date, over 1,100 people have disappeared. Their families kept in the dark. And still, the U.S. government remains silent. Refuses to acknowledge these abductions ever took place. Why has our government deserted us? Stay tuned. My fellow citizens, we must face the terrible truth. The powers that be in this nation no longer lead us, but oppress us. Under guise of national security from a communist threat or a conspiracy of silent abductions, one thing is certain. President Hoffman must answer. But will he? Even Even as I speak, our mighty military strives to stop this broadcast, only through the brave efforts of our SMCBS staff have been held
Tower 2 is being attacked!
And because it's finally out, the President, for the first time in our history, has marshaled American armed forces against the American people. We are no longer
Tower
safe.
2 is under fire!
Are we? The shocking final answer next.
Tower 2 is being attacked! Tower 2 is half destroyed! What part of defend the towers don't you understand? Tower 2 is being attacked! Hit them back and hit them! Tower 2 is almost destroyed! Tower 2 is being attacked! Hit them back and hit them!
Move it or lose. Freeze! Drop your weapon!
A federal agency behind the new terror on our streets. The terror of cops gone bad. But if policy is corrupt, what are the government responsible? SMCBS has acquired extensive documentary footage. Shadowy federal agents in reasonably priced black suits in Rockwell, Santa Modesto, even Capital City, shown here abducting innocent citizens in unmarked black sedans. No arrest records exist. Yet to date, over 1,100 people have disappeared, their families kept in the dark, and still the U.S. government remains silent, refuses to acknowledge these abductions ever took place. Why has our government deserted us? Stay tuned. My fellow citizens, we must face the terrible truth. The powers that be in this nation no longer lead us, but oppress us. Under guise of national security from a communist threat or a conspiracy of silent abductions, one thing is certain. President Huffman must answer. But will he? Even as I speak, our mighty military strives to stop this broadcast, only through the brave efforts of our SMCBS staff. Have they been held on this long? The truth is telling, and because it's finally out, the President, for the first time in our history, has marshaled American armed forces against the American people. We are no longer safe. Or are we? The shocking final answer next.
Tower 2 is under fire! Come on, Crypto! Do that voodoo!
You want Drop your weapon!
A federal agency behind the new terror on our streets. The terror of cops gone bad. But if policy is corrupt, what are the government responsible? SMCBS has acquired extensive documentary footage. Shadowy federal agents in reasonably priced black suits in Rockwell, Santa Modesto, even Capital City, shown here abducting innocent citizens in unmarked black sedans. No arrest records exist. Yet to date, over 1,100 people have disappeared. Their families kept in the dark, and still the U.S. government remains silent, refuses to acknowledge these abductions ever took place. Why has our government deserted us? Stay tuned. My fellow citizens, we must face the terrible truth. The powers that be. A federal agency behind the new streets. The terror of cops gone mad. But if policy is corrupt, what are the government responsible? SMCBS has acquired extensive documentary footage. Shadowy federal agents in reasonably priced lawsuits in Rockwell, Santa Modesto, even Capital City. Shown here are 30 innocent citizens in unmarked black sedans. No arrest records exist. Yet to date, over 1,100 people have disappeared. Their families kept in the dark. And still, the U.S. government remains silent. Refuses to acknowledge these abductions ever took place. Why has our government deserted us? Stay tuned. My fellow citizens, we must face the terrible truth. The powers that be in this nation no longer lead us, but oppress us. Under guise of national security from a communist threat or a conspiracy of silent abductions, one thing is certain. President Huffman must answer. But will he? Even as I speak, our mighty military strives to stop this broadcast, only to the brave efforts of our SMCBS staff have they been held off this long. The truth is damning, and because it's finally out, the president, for the first time in our history, has marshaled American armed forces against the American people. We are no longer safe. Or are we? The shocking final answer next.
You little freak, stop it right now! Tower 2 is being attacked! Screw you! Tower 2 is being attacked!
You think you can go 15 rounds with me?
Tower 2 is under fire! Come on, Crypto! Do that voodoo that you do so well! Tower 2 is under fire! Freeze!
Robert the Private.
Move over!
They
A
want
federal
to
agency
destroy our
behind the
way
new
of
terror on our
life.
streets. The terror of cops gone mad. But if policy is corrupt, what are the government responsible? SMCBS has acquired extensive documentary footage. Shadowy federal agents in reasonably priced black suits in Rockwell, Santa Modesto, even Capital City. No arrest records exist. Yet to date, over 1,100 people have disappeared. Their families kept in the dark. And still, the U.S. government remains silent. Refuses to acknowledge these abductions ever took place. Why has our government deserted us? Stay tuned. My fellow citizens, we must face the terrible truth. The powers that be in this nation no longer lead us, but oppress us. Under guise of national security from a communist threat or a conspiracy of silent abductions, one thing is certain. President Huffman must answer. But will he? Even as I speak, our mighty military strives to stop this broadcast, only to the brave efforts of our SMCBS staff. Have they been held off this long? The truth is damning, and because it's finally out, the president, for the first time in our history, has marshaled American armed forces against the American people. We are no longer safe. Or are we? The shocking final answer next.
1 is half destroyed! I told you to defend it! Tower 1 is under fire!
Throw down. I want my credit back, Drill Sergeant!
Take out those towers now! All units, attack! Attack! Attack!
Tower 2 is being attacked! Get them back and hit them hard!
More giant robots! Three cannons are live below!
Tower 2 is being attacked!
SMCBS. Correspondence.
Tower 1 is under fire!
For the first time in history, an alien race has visited Earth, and apparently repeated attempts to communicate their message.
Tower 2 is being attacked! Tower 2 is half destroyed! What part of it defends the towers? Don't you understand? Tower 1 is half destroyed! I told you to defend them! Tower 1 is almost destroyed! To think I counted on you! Tower 2 is almost destroyed!
We have only a few moments until the army destroys our building. They're deploying tanks and, good lord, giant robots! We cannot survive for long. But in these moments, I want to share a new hope. SMCBS. Correspondents have uncovered something incredible. For the first time in history, proof that an alien race has visited Earth, and apparently repeated attempts to communicate their message that friend all humans. Tragically, these creatures are being systematically exterminated by government agencies. Are these still ambassadors our last hope for a peaceful human future? Could they help us take back America? May Providence smile upon us all. This is Bert Wither saying goodbye.
Let's do this.
Tower 2 is being attacked! Get them back and hit them hard! Tower 2 is being attacked!
intelligent creatures are being systematically exterminated by government agencies. Are these interstellar ambassadors our last hope for a peaceful human future? Will they help us take back America? May Providence smile on us all. This is Bert Weather saying goodbye.
You think you can go 15 rounds with me? Drop.
We have only a few moments until the army destroys our building. They deploy tanks and roar giant robots. We cannot survive for long. But in these moments, I want to share a new hope. SMCBS correspondents have uncovered something incredible. For the first time in history, proof that an alien race has visited Earth and apparently repeated attempts to communicate their message, befriend all humans. Tragically, these gentle, intelligent creatures are being systematically exterminated by government agencies. Are these interstellar ambassadors our last hope for a peaceful human future? Will they help us take back America? May Providence smile upon us all. This is Bert Weather saying goodbye.
Tower 2 is being attacked! Tower 2 is under fire! Come on, Crypto! Do that voodoo that you do so well! You scattered them like roaches! Marvelous! Step right up. Weapons, abilities, saucers, upgrades are us. Now we should be able to discover what happened to Crypto 136. My scans have identified several radioactive areas in your vicinity. But there is one in particular that looks like it could be a crash site.
I'm on it. Any of those baboons laid one hairy finger on me, I'll rip 'em a new asshole.
Oh. Sure could use some.
Shh.
What have you discovered?
This is where 136 hit the dirt, all right.
You found his ship?
A few little pieces, most of it's gone.
Recover any furon technology the humans may have found. And rescue Crypto 136.
Monkeys probably hitched the ship to their donkeys and dragged it back to their mud village so they can worship it as a god.
Where could these humans have imprisoned Crypto 136? Find out if one of these military monkeys knows more.
On your knees, cowboy.
Stupid, shiny, round hunk of commie. I'd have a GI party with a toothbrush if I could.
This majestic stronghold must be where they are holding Crypto 136.
Lying discs are as real as the one crashed on this base. Majestic really is covering it all up. This Boris don't tell thing is really working for me.
That Klaatu freak in our lab better get us the results we need. More paperwork, more FPS reports. That little freak in the lab creates more. Little Huron freaks can run, but they can't hide from us. I have to put them in the lab before Silhouette puts me there first.
Hey, pain die. Anybody ever tell you look like a...
Pick me! Midget Tommy!
I really thought you'd be alive. Ah, Crypto. Look what they've done to us. Laid us open like an animal. How could intelligent creatures do this? Okay, monkeys. You want a war? You got a war.
What did you find, Crypto?
We're dead. An honorable death at the hands of an enemy in battle, that's one thing, Pox, but they desecrated us. And they're gonna pay. Oh, yes, they're gonna pay.
Get out of there! Unless you want to end up like your predecessor! Return to the mothership! We'll use that data tape to...
Are you kidding me? If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna make them pay for this.
Crypto! Get out of there! Unless you want to end up like your predecessor! Return to the mothership! We'll use that data tape to...
Are you kidding me? If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna make them pay for this.
Pay? Oh, we'll make them pay. Wait just a little longer and you'll see just how destructive we can be. Bring me...
So what would you like to upgrade, you little ball of unbridled aggression? The data tape you retrieved from the human research lab has revealed a most disturbing development. They've successfully unlocked the dormant psychic ability hidden deep in their primitive brains due to a dash of Furon DNA. Infiltrate the research base and disable its defenses from within. Then you will destroy the entire area with your saucer.
Whoa!
Let's go, space. Bite the bullet. Freak. Anybody else? Over. Space. You think you can go escape from your Get out of the way. What are you doing? Hey.
What have you found?
They got mutants, all right. Humans using Furon powers.
They're training these mutant humans for use in the battle against us. Destroy everything at their lab.
Don't run into those waves of energy. Find a way over them.
Oh, great. And I had to go and focus on quantum mechanics in grad school.
Good work, Crypto. Destroy the lab and kill those mutants. Nice shooting, Crypto.
Humans using Furon powers.
They're training these mutant humans for use in the battle against us. Destroy everything at their lab.
Don't run into those waves of energy. Find a way over them.
Good work, Crypto. Destroy the lab and kill those mutants.
Destroy these primitive Tesla coils. They'll zap you with energy when you're near. Tesla. Tesla. Catchy name.
Good work, Crypto.
Midget Tommy! 15 rounds with me? This is the end of the road. Capiche? Midget Tommy! On your knees!
Only one more device remains. Hurry and destroy it.
You're throwing a weapon! I'll only stop!
Excellent work, Crypto. Now get to your shipping. Let's get busy.
It's killer time!
It's time to give these inquisitive humans a little negative reinforcement. They're entirely too clever for their own good.
You're going down!
time to give these inquisitive humans a little negative reinforcement. They're entirely too clever for their own good. A saucer upgrade, perhaps? No? How about your gun or your abilities? Did you want a saucer upgrade? It's time to cripple their military forces. I want you to infiltrate the main base and find out what the warlords are planning.
Don't worry, Pox. I wiped out all the smart monkeys in the last attack. All they got left are a couple of hairy-knuckled alpha males who don't know thing one about intergalactic warfare. I mean, come on. Any planet without orbital ion cannons is just asking for it.
Human warfare is astonishingly primitive, which is exactly what worries me. They're just advanced enough to blow themselves up at any moment. And if they do, our chance of reclaiming our genetic future goes up in a mushroom cloud.
That would suck. Okay, I'll go scout the base and scan a few monkey brains.
Try not to let them detect you this time. We don't need any more complications. And you know how jumpy these creatures can be.
Hey, it's me!
Good point. Try not to kill all of them.
No one to kill. It's nothing to report. I'll report it to Sarge. And it's his freaking problem. Been on duty too long. I'm hearing things.
Martin was under the water tower talking about preeps,
The new X-13 fighter jet packs a real punch, fires missiles, has a laser on board. It even mixes...
Major Ford always randomly selects the shady Southgate. Jeez, have a heart. It's the freaking desert.
This new human weapon could be a threat to us. Scan more humans.
Chain smoking and coffee will steady Higgs's nerves before the big showdown with Armquist in the main building.
Sounds like your old nemesis Armquist is coming to town. This could be an opportunity for us to remove him from the picture once and for all.
I really ought to get up to Jersey and see Uncle Tony this weekend.
If I were a pigeon, I could see what those snazzy suits discuss with the general, and no one on the rooftop will be the wiser.
Sergeant Smith's getting reamed behind the wall again. Guess he shouldn't have hula hooped with another man's wife.
That dinner party. I have an office in the main building right next to Higgs's. If only Dottie hadn't burned Armquist's roast.
The head warlord will emerge from the main building soon. I've gathered you should get a close look from a high vantage point.
Isn't ready yet. The X-13 was working just fine in the trials last week.
There have been a few, hiccups.
Hiccups? Armquist is headed here right now to see this thing fly. Are you telling me it can't?
We've had some setbacks.
I'll give you a setback. I'm gonna bring your whole goddamn agency up on charges. This is gross incompetence.
Save it. Why don't you show your guests the nuke instead?
I didn't pay $40 million to see another goddamn nuclear test. I paid to see the best goddamn fighter plane ever built. Ah, screw it. I'm going down to Sector 13 myself and find out what the hell's going on.
General.
You don't need to go to Sector 13. The test flight will go ahead as planned.
What? A second ago you said the X-13 wouldn't fly.
I said it wasn't ready, but it will be.
Your demonstration will go on as scheduled.
Trust us. We're the government.
Crypto, it's high time we met the base's head warmonger. Go and probe the mind of the human called General Higgs.
Without these eggheads, we could never finish the X-13 prototype. Gotta keep away from all these hazards just a little while longer.
Without these scientists, the prototype won't function. I've marked the locations on your radar. We must eliminate them. Discreetly. Do try to avoid attracting attention.
Subtlety ain't exactly my forte, Pox.
You're going down!
Here's Johnny.
Where do you think you can... I destroyed entire Korean villages. You think I'm scared of you?
Draw in the enemy. Make some noise. When they get close, destroy them all.
You're dead, little man! Beg me to spare your life. Free! Stop! Let's get it! You think you can go 15
The path to the prototype should be clear, but avoid any men in very dark suits.
Let's do this. Midget! No! Aliens! Attack! You're dead, little man!
Next on the agenda, stall the human warmongers. A little sabotage should do the trick. First, find the new X-13 these tin soldiers are building.
More sneaking? Come on, Fox.
I said sabotage! Go! And destroy every human in that hangar! And destroy their equipment and their records! And keep the X-13 in one piece! Just make sure it won't fly anywhere!
That's what I'm talking about.
Make it good.
We've had a breach.
Small word for a big problem.
Somebody got past the guards, snuck into Hangar 12 and wrecked the place.
Our little gray visitor?
Looks that way.
Which means you didn't catch it.
We came pretty close.
Close doesn't count, Agent. The second it sets foot on base, I want it captured. And don't tell Armquist. We don't need any more help from the military. Call me when you've got it.
Whatever you say.
Step right up. Weapons, abilities, saucers, upgrades are us.
General Armquist, good of you to come. Thought you might be too busy running damage control out in California.
Never too busy to watch the Air Force fall flat on its face, Jack.
Corporal Patterson, let's show our guests what this bottle rocket can do. Vertical takeoff and landing! How do you like them apples?
That's it? That's your ultimate weapon?
Patterson! Get over there and tell McGillicuddy to get that bird in the air right this second, or he's gonna be testing go-karts for the next 20 years!
$40 million for that?
While Almquist is inspecting their primitive aeronautical contraptions, which can never be sabotaged, we'll crush their pitiful air defense forces and destroy Almquist once and for all.
Let me just load up the old disintegrator ray and I'll be off.
No! Listen, Crypto. At this very moment, they are preparing a nuclear device for testing at a nearby weapons range.
A nuclear device? Don't sweat it.
Hypnotize one of the humans in command and to drive the vehicle to the airfield. No, Crypto! Now the humans know you're here! Back to the mothership with you!
Let me just load up the old disintegrator ray and I'll be off.
No! Listen, Crypto. At this very moment, they are preparing a nuclear device for testing at a nearby weapons range.
A nuclear device? Don't sweat it. That monkey's as good as dead.
For today's test, we've loaded approximately 20% as much core material as would be used during an actual deployment.
You might want to check and make sure the primary chamber fuse mechanism is secured. You know those slobs in Sector 3.
Hypnotize one of the humans in command and to drive the vehicle to the airfield.
You think you can go 50 miles with me? Ladies and gentlemen, crying out loud. Permission to sell. I can take it.
Those lactating bovines are blocking the road up ahead.
Johnny!
The nuclear device is no more.
Let's get it on!
The nuclear device is almost destroyed. The humans have put explosive devices on the road ahead.
Drop your weapon!
The nuclear device is no more. devices on the road ahead. The nuclear device is almost destroyed! The nuclear device is no more!
You're dead, little man!
The humans have put explosive devices on the road ahead. The nuclear device is almost destroyed! The nuclear device is no more! Humans have put explosive devices on the road ahead. The nuclear device is almost destroyed! The nuclear device is no more! Humans have put explosive devices on the road ahead.
Scared of you.
The nuclear device is almost destroyed! The nuclear device is no more!
You're dead, little man!